Good morning, Mets fans, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of Driving with Mr. Met. I am Mr. Met, and asking you shall receive, I think, is the message today. I yesterday asked that Jacob deGrom keep the good times rolling with the starting pitching, and Mr. deGrom answered in perfect fashion with a complete game, a brilliant effort, a bounce-back effort to say the least. Makes us forget about his previous two stinkers of starts and has a Mets pitching staff rolling right now, pitching exactly the way that I think we all expected them to pitch for the majority of the 2017 season. So Jake throws a complete game. It was the first complete game thrown by a Mets pitcher this year. It was the first complete game thrown since Jake did it last year. I think it was either July or September of last year. And I had read that it was the first complete game thrown at Citi Field since John Neese did it in 2013. That's insane, and it's just so evident, and it speaks to the fact that just baseball is so different now, and there's just no complete games anymore. I think it was like 3.4% of all games are complete games by pitchers, and I'm talking about across all of baseball right now. It's just crazy, and it's sad because although it's not as much fun as watching a slugfest and teams out-hit each other all the time, it's a good pitcher's duel is just fantastic. When you could get two starting pitchers at the top of their game, go 8 innings scoreless. It makes for a much faster game. You want to improve the pace of play, invest in better pitchers. Get better pitchers. Make the strike zone bigger, and that'll improve your pace of play significantly. In any event, speaking of mashers, last night the Mets offense was also a big part of the story. Jay Bruce is on a really good stretch right now. He had a laser beam home run last night. He also had a double. He's on pace to hit something like 81 extra base hits this year. And right now he's also on pace to break the Mets single season home run record of 41, which, as we all know, is held by everyone's most underrated Met and most hated former Met, Carlos Beltran. That's not true about the most hated part. People just don't respect Beltran enough, that's all I mean to say. So Beltran and Todd Hundley, of course, hold that single season 41 home run mark. In addition to Bruce's home run last night, Asdrubal Cabrera hit 2 home runs. The defense behind deGrom, excluding the miscommunication on the pop-up with Cabrera and Reyes, the defense was really good. They turned double plays. It was a really crisp game. It was a game that was played in like 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours, 25 minutes. That was the best. It was great. It was great to be done with the game and have it be not even 10 o'clock when the game was over. That was awesome. So I want to talk briefly about Jay Bruce. Before the season, I said I think he was going to have a good year. I suggested he was going to hit 27 home runs with the Mets, and that they were going to trade him. I might be on pace with the 27 home runs by the trade deadline at this rate. Bruce has 18 right now, and he's shaping up to be to take Conforto's spot as the lone representative for the Mets on the All-Star team for the National League. Bruce is having a pretty good year. He's getting his batting average up. I think he might be over 270 right now. As we know, he's a lot like Duda. He fluctuates up and down with his batting average, but he's not there to hit for high average. He's there to hit for power and hit extra base hits. And let's be honest, he's done that this year. He's done his job and more this year. So I wanted to just throw that in there about Jay Bruce. Tonight, the Mets continue their 3-game series with the Cubs. Zach Wheeler on the mound for the Mets, and he faces John Lester. So against the lefties, I think we'll see our friend Wilmer Flores back in the lineup. Hopefully that means Jose Reyes is on the bench, and let's see if Wilmer can keep mashing the lefties like he has all year. And let's also see if Zach Wheeler can keep this thing going and keep this pitching staff on the roll that they're on right now. Wheeler has been very consistent this year. He's been very good. Let's keep it going tonight. So a happy day, 4th consecutive win, and we're hoping to continue that into tomorrow. I thank you for watching the video. If you're not already doing so, you can follow me on Twitter at Mr_Met. And as always, let's go Mets.